Tēnā koe, Mr. Speaker, tēnā tātou te whare. Isn't it terrible that we have to sit here and listen to a depressing outlook from people who are sent to this Parliament in the best interests of this country. Instead, we are treated to a tired litany of lethargic arguments about what's wrong with the country. We in this side of the House, we're committed to a better New Zealand. We're committed to politics of hope. We are committed to the politics of potential. We are not, like that side of the House, mired deep in the hope that things will go wrong. That's the wishful thinking that we have been treated to by this opposition this afternoon. New Zealanders will be ashamed of the kind of sentiment that has been expressed by that side of the House. The ambition that is so low that it is below the lowest, that we sit here and listen to that side of the House's terrible hopes for what could possibly go wrong. Because, Mr. Speaker, it is our settled conviction that this is a transformational budget. It is transformational because it strikes the balance between giving immediate opportunity and gain to New Zealanders while restructuring for the long-term focus on how we get growth and productivity. Unlike that side of the House, we don't focus on how we can get ever smaller slithers of the pie. We focus on how we can grow it bigger so that more people can enjoy a higher quality of living and have greater prospects for their future, for themselves and for their children. It is transformation. From that side of the House, we've heard about a figure of 72% quoted. Well, let me tell you a remarkable fact. 73% of income earners will now face a statutory income tax rate of 17.5%, or less. For those near the top of this income range, this tax has been halved down from 33% in just 2 years. This rate will apply to their incomes and savings, including KiwiSaver. So there you are, 3/4 of New Zealanders paying tax are now on the 17.5% rate. You know why? It's because this government trusts New Zealanders to make better choices for themselves. Actually, Mr. Mallard, not at all. I'm quite capable of standing here for a couple of hours and not reading anything and still making sense. I threatened that, so perhaps you could keep quiet. Now look, 2/3 of the cost of the personal income tax, Kates, have gone to reduce the lowest two tax rates. That means that 2/3 of the tax cuts apply to those earning $48,000 or less. $48,000 or less. So while the opposition wants to focus on a very small handful, who it is true are going to get tax cuts and who it is also true pay significant amounts of tax, 2/3 of tax cuts apply to people on income below $48,000. But the opposition doesn't have to take my word for it. They can read every headline in this country, they can listen to every radio, and then they can go out and listen to New Zealanders who are actually very pleased with the opportunity for the potential they see to improve their lives, not only immediately from the 1st of October, but for the future. And what do we hear? Cries of condemnation in the hope that, no, they won't improve their lives. Well, that's for that side of the House. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Speaker, House, this is a historic document. It is a historic document. We are proud of this document. And we make policies for the many. We make policies and deliver on that for the many, while that side of the House talks about it. I commend this bill to the House, Mr. Speaker. Kia ora tātou.
Order. I call order.